Peeling duck eggs. I'm bored, man, so I figured I would irritate you people. Peeling duck eggs. So I guess I'll see how many other bored people are bored out there. Well, this egg's no good. We'll set that one to the side. Can you tell me how to peel a duck egg? Duck eggs are much nicer to peel than chicken eggs because they have a thicker shell on them. Look at how nice that baby peeled right up. We only have a few more to go. Then the boredom will be over with. Hopefully. But you never know. It's kind of strange. These duck eggs really don't have much of a air sac in them for when the young hatch. So that means they got to get out of this egg pretty quick. I don't know if my chat's not working or nobody's here. It's hard to say. Let me change over. Hey.com, how's it going? My chat finally showed up. Sorry I didn't see you before. I don't know when you came in. Hey, Tails, what's going on? We're just peeling a bunch of duck eggs right now. See, they peel really quick. Kind of cool.
No, I think he's peeling them up right now, though. You want to peel or unpeel? Okay. Hey, dude.
Hey, I know. She told me last night she wants eggs for her salad.
Yeah, she said you don't even...
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. I don't care, dude. I don't want to argue with you right now. I want to get my socks and shoes on. Fucking dog.
Let me get my pen so I can check chat, see if anyone's chatting.
Apparently your pillows are not...
Oh, you just got here.com? That's cool. I finally got monetized, so now I can steal Google's money and put it back into the community.
Yeah, what are you making, like a whole 20 cents a year?
Who knows, but whatever it is,
it's better than zero.
It's less money Google's going to get.
Right.
I don't know why people are so against monetization when they can take Google's money.
They can take it and they can use it for good.
Yeah, instead of letting Google keep it all.
Right.
You're sitting there thinking what you should do, Tails? Hey, Stephanie. That's cool. I like duck eggs, too. Duck eggs taste really good, and I really like using them in baking.
They make excellent cakes and shit. And pancakes. And
yeah, potato pancakes made with duck eggs taste totally awesome.
Duck eggs are very rich. They're nice. I like them.
I've even used duck eggs on my cheesecakes before.
Yeah, they're good. But let's face it, your cheesecake is like nobody else's either, babe. You know? Alright. I remember what I was going to do.
Have you guys seen the prices on food lately? Anyways, has anybody checked the prices of food lately? 3 months ago, organic green beans were $1 a pint. The other day, the price of green beans has risen to $4 a pint. So, you people with gardens, definitely.
Start composting.
No, get your cans together and start canning.
Well, that too. I'm talking about for future reference. Start saving all those grass clippings, all those leaves.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a food shortage,
All
Tails.
that organic garbage.
There's like no doubt in my mind about it.
That's all right. I think we'll be okay.
You were told to go fuck yourself, never would be. You just shook your head. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a food shortage. There's no doubt about that. My dill actually is just about ready.
It's coming along. It's kind of small though, I noticed.
That's because I have two different types.
Hey, would you
Would I what? Would I have sex with you? No, I'm live streaming.
No. Which phone is mine to take outside?
Right underneath your clippers where you're fucking that screen up.
I didn't put those there.
I didn't either.
Okay. I need to know how to work this so I can do a flower walk real quick.
You and your flower
Just
walk.
tell me what to what. What?
I
to
can't. Take your thumb and press this side first. One button. Just press and let go, and now wait a while. It takes a while to load everything.
Okay. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live over here.
Hi, peoples. Good morning or afternoon or whatever the hell it is. What time is it?
Good morning, sunshine. It's a little afternoon.
Is it? Oh, well, it's good morning for me. How is every little body today?
Here's some.
Are we all happy crappy?
Here's some kitty eggs.
Oh, yeah, they just didn't look right. They're stuck to the shells, huh? Cats will like them. The baby kitties will be loving you. We got
Tail says
eggshells
good
between-
morning.
Good morning. You got eggshells between your toenails.
That's okay.
I know.
I'm a slob and I know it. It makes me happy.
Yes, it does.
I'm a slob and I know it. It makes me happy.
Gotten used to it.
Grow it.
I've just gotten used to it.
You married a peck rat slob. Deal with it.
How do I have a voicemail?
Because you used to have service on his phone from T-Mobile.
Okay.
Okay.
Just set me up so I can push the button and walk around. That's all I care about right now.
Swipe up.
That's a pretty picture in the background. I like it.
Camera.
Okay. Oh, it's about COVID. Shit. Oh, card. I don't have a card.
Would you just be quiet, please?
Sure.
Unless you want to do this yourself.
No, I would like for you to do it for me, thank you. Because I don't want to fuck anything up. I'm not good with that.
All right, here you go.
Okay. I'm coming. I'm going to put a little bandana around my head so I don't sweat too much. And I'm going to take everybody on a magic flower ride. Come join me. Come join me. I'm not going live, but I will have it posted later probably. I just know that there's going to be some interesting flowers out there that everybody should share. Or I would like to share with others. So.
Switching the SIM card right now, so you gotta wait.
Okay.
Okay, here you go.
Press the little button.
Red button,
Yep.
make sure that everything's working when you do it.
Yeah, press it again.
You can't do it till the please wait goes away.
It is gone. Okay.
Alright.
I shall return, my dear.
Let me see if I can get chat to come back up now. This thing's being a pain in the ass because I got it wet
If I run
again.
into anybody that is stuck or anything, I will come get you.
Tails, you're still on Windows 7? Me too, buddy. I'm not going to 10. And I hate Google. Me too. I run Firefox. It's 1:24 by you, Tails. It's 12:24 here by me, Central Standard Time. Try typing in exclamationpoint.com. It might be in Nightbot. I'm not sure, Tails. Yeah, I'm not changing over to Windows 10. Sweet. I use Firefox. I don't piss around with the Chrome browsers at all. Too many holes in there. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, pick your nose. Happy days are here again. I can't run any of the Nightbot commands because because it won't let me type in here. Hey, Mama Gnome. There's a pool for Mommy of Many too going on, but I don't remember what the command for that is. But you guys can get it if you put up exclamation point commands. It'll tell you all the commands you guys can use. Exclamation point COMMANDS. We'll let you know all the commands you can use. Hope you're having a good time today, Mama Gnome. I'm going to put some saran wrap on the bowl. Yeah, while I'm here. You just got back from the store, Mama Gnome? You're taking off, Jamie? You snuck in and snuck out on me? All right, take care, Jamie. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, Leslie. When I found out that the price of organic green beans went up from $1 a pint to $4 a pint, I just about shit my dress. So I'm going to start pickling them. I just got to figure out how to do it without ruining them. I keep with my mom and grandmother, but I did that when I was a little kid. I was only like between 5 and 10. Yeah, but people who are allergic to chicken eggs, for some reason they can eat duck eggs, dude. I never figured that out. Hey, Jenny, good to see you. I actually saw where they do a method of pickling green beans where they only take the water temperature up to 180 degrees. They don't even take it up to boiling like you would for a hot water bath. So I'm thinking about giving that a go too. I just don't want to ruin a whole bunch of beans while I'm figuring this out, especially at $1 a pint. I mean, $4 a pint. That's just pure insanity. Native American leader reacts to Redskins name change. Haven't heard anything about that. Bouncer. Heat the brine, pour it into the jar over the vegetables. Just warm the jars with the lids on and rings loose. Sometimes I cheat, Bouncer, and I put the rings, the lids, and the jars all in a toaster oven and heat them up to 250 degrees in the toaster oven and go from there. I pulled that one off. They're saying to use grape leaves, and I can't remember if we used to use grape leaves back when I was a kid or not. They say you can use grape leaves or oak leaves, but I don't really want to put oak leaves in the jars. I wouldn't be against putting grape leaves in the jars, so. They will seal on their own if you do it gently. Yeah, I definitely need vacuum canned. You know, I don't want any refrigerator type stuff. I don't have the room for it. Oh, in case you guys in case you guys wonder what a bad duck egg, that's what a bad duck egg looks like. Malformed. 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 Yeah, I like pickles that last for years too, Bouncer. The only problem is my dumb ass keeps making them. They keep turning out soft, and when they're soft, they're really gross. I mean, granted, I don't have any teeth to eat the damn things, but I still don't like them soft. I do have a brand new. Yeah, I have to stop cooking them, Bouncer. But I went by the recipes I had and what I remembered, and none of them were right. A lot of my recipes come back from when I was my mother's slave, so a lot of things I remember really good and some I don't remember. Can malformed duck eggs be used? Um, yeah, for animals and stuff, I wouldn't want to consume them because the yolk part, when they're malformed, the yolk part doesn't have a skin around the yolk to separate it. So it's kind of like just a big blob of yuck with no outer skin. And when you boil it up, it turns into, it almost looks like a honeycomb instead of a yolk. It's really gross looking. I did look that up, Bouncer, and everybody says different things. You have people saying only heat your water bath up to 180 degrees. Then you have other people saying, go ahead and do it normally and put them in the pressure cooker for 60 minutes And then you got people saying put it in the pressure cooker for 40 minutes. And I only do 10 minutes on jellies. And I only do like 3 minutes on cucumbers and pickles, like sweet pickles or quail eggs. I do a 3 minute steam can on those. So I can't see having them in a steam canner for 40 minutes. That's going to cook those pickles to death. So a lot of the YouTube information I'm getting is, I believe, to be misinformation. And like I said, Bouncer, I'm cheap. I hate to waste food. I don't want to ruin a bunch of crap. Heat the brine, pour the brine over the vegetables in the jar, put in the water bath, press lightly, ta-da. Okay, but Bouncer, when you put it in the water bath, right? Do you want it at a full boil like a normal water bath? And how long do you leave them in before you take them out of the water bath? Those are the questions that I have. Two to 3 minutes? Right. Yeah, I get the brine's a preservative. I just didn't, everything says to leave it in, so that you get your vacuum seal. And I don't think it takes that long. I don't think it takes 40 minutes to make the vacuum seal. You're heading back home from Winnipeg on Saturday. Lots of unexpected events, but going okay. Cool.com. In the great up north of Canada. Don't forget to stop and get a Tim Hortons coffee. I must admit that when I went to Canada and everyone was talking about how great Tim Hortons coffee was, I did not find anything spectacular about it. It's kind of crappy. It's kind of like Starbucks coffee. Very similar, in my opinion. But then again, I'm not much one for fancy coffee. I like the free trade stuff out of Germany. That's my favorite coffee. The beans you have to grind yourself, those are awesome. Let me go see if I can find my other thing. It brings the temp up quickly having hot brine being used. I never had an issue, but sometimes I left the pickles in for 10 minutes and they were softer. Gotcha, Bouncer. Bouncer, have you ever used an electric water canner? Someone got me an electric water canner like 2 years ago. It's still in the box. I've never opened it up. I've never even tried it. You haven't used one either? Okay. Yeah, I use that big old fashioned, like the big giant thing. It barely fits on my new wave induction cooktop. Hey, Wile E. Coyote, how's it going? You don't know what it is, Bouncer? Hang on. I'll move you over. I'll get you a picture of it. I'll switch cams and let you see it. Alright. Where's the little camera thing? There we go. This is the regular canner I use, Bouncer. And it goes on an induction oven. I don't have like a real cooktop, a real stove. And then it's got the little basket for your jars. And then think about, yeah, I don't have the luxury of a gas stove, dude. I can only do 4 pints in my pressure cooker because it's real small. See? Just a little itty bitty one. That's what I got for. That'll do 5 pints at a time. That's it. I can't do anything bigger than a pint in there. I have to do quarts and everything else in the big thing on the induction burner, and it takes forever to heat up. We'll do it, Mama Gnome. All this has been great for the boy and picked up new customers, so all good on general. Cool.com. I don't know what you do, but sounds cool. New customers are always good. If I get any more customers, I'm going to have to purchase more chickens and add to my flock. I was producing so many eggs, I got rid of some of my flock, and now the demand becoming so large I can't keep up with it. And I'm getting ready to incubate quail eggs here pretty soon. So I'll take you guys through that process, the incubation process. Hey, poor dirt farmer. Yep, it is hot out. I've canned pints in a turkey roaster in the oven. It works great. It's more consistent than on top of the stove. Yeah, Bouncer, the problem is I don't have a real stove like regular people. I have a toaster oven I use for cooking. I have this induction burner. I have another one of these 3-way deals where it cooks like 3 different ways. It cooks with induction, and 2 other types. I can't even remember what they are. I'm having a complete brain meltdown. But I have that to cook in. I don't use microwave because they scare me. I can't see putting good food in a microwave and ruining it. So that's pretty much all I have to cook with. One day I'm going to have to replace the stove. But I think I'm going to replace the washing machine first because Hag's getting tired of doing laundry by hand. Oh, Wile E. Coyote, I have Coturnix quail. That's the kind of quail that I have. You can do it in a grill or over an open fire if you watch closely. Well, Bouncer, I could go outside and do it. I could do it outside on over the burner, or I could hook that in propane, I guess. I'm part of a training facility where I'm responsible for the education of professional delivery, teaching the adult learner with disabilities seeking new career choices. Awesome.com. The grandparents did it over a wood fire. Yep, my grandma used to do it over a fire in our backyard, even though we had a stove growing up. But she lived through the depression just like my mom and dad did, so I learned how to make all kinds of crazy junk food out of nothing to keep your belly full. You had 9 kids, kind of a lot of pickle poking. Holy cow, Bouncer. I thought I had it bad. I grew up in a house full of women, a mom, a grandmother, and 3 older sisters. Hey, Matt, man. I think we might do a champagne run today. I used to raise a ton of bobwhite and jumbo Texas bobwhites. Couldn't make pickled eggs fast enough. Man, used to sell the crap out of those. Yep, Wiley. People go nuts, man. They go nuts for just a dozen of regular quail eggs. It's because of the one quail egg gives you all the nutrition and minerals and stuff you need for a day. I'll usually like eat one quail egg raw, or sometimes I'll just break a quail egg and throw it in with the chicken eggs and cook them together. Bouncer says both sides of the family had 9 kids, both mom and dad. I hope they weren't related. Damn, Bouncer. Poor Dirt says I was trespassed young in life. You're still trespassed, poor Dirt Farmer. Pretty soon you're going to have to move by me because you'll be trespassed out of the whole state of Florida. Thanks again, everyone, for helping me meet the goal for Bird. She will have her car fixed. She will be here Saturday, so the Saturday bash is definitely on. You got to run. Looks like the ice cream truck is late. Awesome, Bouncer. Have fun at the truck. Make sure you get me something for when I visit. I don't know what I want, so surprise me. Wiley says, PDF, pretty soon you're going to have to drive across the state lines to go shopping. Wiley, PDF should be able to get everything he needs right there on the property. He can hunt, get all his meat, grow a garden, and go down to the river and fish. He should be pretty well set up. Unless they run him out of bullets. In that case, just get a crossbow. And contrary to popular belief, anybody convicted of a felony can own a black powder rifle because black powder is not considered a firearm. Just in case anyone wanted to know. You're going to slice his tires to keep him in one place? Awesome. I've got a giant cooler, Bouncer. It will keep 3 wild boar completely frozen for 3 days. So you need to make an El Cheapo cooler like that instead of paying like the $1,500 they want for the good cooler. You can make one for like $60. Do it yourself. Some foam, the glue, and then you need your handy dandy duct tape to make your handles and stuff with. And it turns out pretty decent. I'm full of poison ivy. You have multiple neighbor kids with a craving for ice cream. I think all kids crave ice cream. I hate getting poison ivy on my arms because I'm highly allergic to it. This shit's gonna spread like crazy now. Little Bigfoots don't eat ice cream. To carry to deal with the crazy people trying to run them off the road. Yeah, or some of that bear mace. That bear mace is wicked, man. It like honeycombs when it gets on you. It turns into like a honeycomb spray foam. It's horrible. .com says Porter Farmer senior video out west, sitting having a meal in a restaurant, World TV event show or something like that. Oh, when he was in the pizza parlor and got attacked? Alright, the very best cure I have found for poison ivy comes from Pinner Sands in Maryville, Texas. It's called thistleweed ointment. And this stuff works really well. And when I say thistleweed, I'm probably telling you the wrong name of it. So when Hag comes in, I'll correct the name of what this stuff's called. If I'm wrong, which I probably am. Because I always say the wrong thing. My brain malfunctions all the time. Like I was talking to a guy the other day about air conditioning, and his old unit runs old R22, and he kept trying to argue with me saying it wasn't, that it was the new 134A. So he put 134A in it and cheesed it out, which I thought was kind of funny. He didn't, but I did. I don't know why people ask you things when they've already have their mind made up. They're going to do something totally different. Let me catch back up. You go to jail if you use bear mace on people. Since when, Wiley? I did not know that. I have wiped my arse with poison ivy for many six-packs in the past. I don't mind the itchy backside. It gave me regular wood. Dude, there's no way I would do that. Milk thistle? Could be. I'm actually not sure what it is. I want to say it's like some kind of thistle stuff. He makes it out of different essential oils and beeswax and some other stuff. Guys, and gals, we have a money pool going to help PDF get a reliable truck to go to work. Blah, blah, blah. Please pass the word. All right, cool, Wile E. Coyote. Not a problem. Milk thistleweed. Could be. That could be it, Bouncer. Wiley, how is the pool going for PDF? We also have one. We also have a pool on here going for Mama Cookie, and also one for 907, and there's also one for Mommy of Many, I believe. And I can't remember the other pools that are on here, but there's quite a few. What's the wrong link, Bouncer? Isn't that the right one for Mama Cookie? We don't have it messed up, do we?
I think I ran it out of time for whatever it did. But here you go.
There's no way you can run it out of time.
I don't know. It stopped recording. I don't know what that means.
That means you needed to restart it.
That's okay. I was done. Okay. We're going to go on a very short flower walk.
12 minutes?
Should have been a lot longer than that.
It's a 12-minute video.
Fuck.
You fucked up. You want to upload it, or you want to redo it?
Charge it and let's redo it. I don't know, dude. I don't know what I got and what I didn't get. I don't know what I could have gotten in 12 minutes. I might have gotten a lot.
Well, if you want me to upload it, I'll upload it.
Upload it and just put short video. Short garden walk.
PDF owns his property and has claimed to have it paid off. He can buy his own truck. Equity used wisely would make PDF wealthy. He doesn't need financial help, in my opinion. I don't know, dude. We pretty much promote anybody who needs help. If they say they need help, we just take their word for it.
Oh. I saw some very interesting flowers out there, dude. Red trumpet vines.
Hey, Wobbly, what up, man?
Beautiful white hydrangeas.
How is walking back to Georgia coming, my friend?
We did
Is Jim Croce in my future?
lots of pawpaws. More gooseberry bushes.
Bouncer needs psychological help. I do too, Bouncer. We can get you cheap psychological help, though. All we got to do is buy Mama Cookie a brand new skillet. Croce song practicing is all I do 24/7, I promise. You got to get the right one, Wobbs, too. None of this time in the bottle or bad Leroy Brown or operator or any of that. It's got to be walking back to Georgia or the ball at Kieran Moore. One of the two. Hopefully it's the ball at Kieran Muir. Because I like when he pulls his foreskin over his head and then he disappears. Sorry guys, I'm trying to help Hag out, get her video posted up.
It don't have to be done right this minute. It's okay. No rush.
She's got a million things open here, so. I don't care about the tornado watch. Is that the dog making that noise? That sounds like Ewan's talking.
That's the dog over here mumbling.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, that's the dog.
I'm good. Mama fell asleep. 8:30 p.m. after big day's work. Woke up just now at 4 a.m. It's freezing, but I feel great. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, Wobbs. Are you crazy, buddy?
Oh, that's nothing for me. I'm usually up around 2, then again at 4.
Yeah, I know. You're crazy like Wobbs. Both you guys are crazy.
And it can't be out.
Holy cow.
My interior clock is on the fritz.
Man, I'm getting blasted by messages, man. Jupiter reaches peak brightness tonight in the southeastern sky after sunset. One 170 new messages. Jeez. Promise I'll be back, guys, as soon as I can get Hag's video to start uploading. Alabama rain. Yep, Johnny, that's it. Alabama rain. Wobbly says he's crazier because he doesn't have animals to attend to. All right, you got a point there, Wobbs. Yeah, wow, Jupiter is crazy right now.
No, I just took you. You're fine. I will get your food in a minute, okay? I still have to go get some. Right now, you can just wait a minute, okay?
All right, Hag, look at what I have in here.
Okay.
I need to know which one of these is right here. 12 minutes and 44 seconds. That's how you started out right there, right?
Yeah.
I have little turd animals lined up on the back of my toilet to tend to. I paint them and give them as gifts after they dry hard and don't smell so bad. Make sure
All
you send
right.
me one, bouncer.
You can shellac them first. Or have them bronzed.
What did they used to call that little turd dude? Mr. Hanky. Send me a Mr. Hanky. That's what they were called, Mr. Hanky.
Yes, I remember that.
Love goes
Do these go
where
down to her?
Mr. Hanky goes. What?
Are these for her?
Yeah, those are hers.
Okay. I will take them down and get them out of your hair.
Hey, Johnny, I talked to QT, and it's like one of the prime benefits. I'm going to have sexy time with QT as one of the prime benefits. He said he's down for it. Moose turd jewelry was profitable when I was a kid, so I make animals now. Sweet. I used to make pot pipes out of deer antlers. That was pretty profitable back in the day. But that was a long time ago. That was back in, ooh, I want to say between 74 and 77, probably. Come on, I need something to type with, people. Kangaroo ball sack coin purses were raging business in the 70s or 80s. I'd buy one of those too, Wobbs. A roo sack? That would be awesome. Oh, come on. This is so slow. Don't ever buy a knockoff phone, especially an S10. They are junk. Trust me, they are total junk. I made a pot pipe out of a painted and baked dog turd for a jerk I knew. He always said he smoked the best shit. He was close. Wobbly says this chat is shit. Yes, Wob, it's the real shit. The screen was the only clean part. Alright, Hag's crap should be uploading now. Should only take like 5 days to make it up. Now I can come back to chat. Yeah, Trump, the phone is absolute garbage. It's a knockoff of a Samsung S10. And the thing is a piece of shit. Having issues with my charging port on my Mega account device. I may have to make 40 new friends. Bouncer. I found these to be really useful. They're these stupid plugins. What's it called? I'll grab the thing in a minute and let you know. These things, Bouncer, plug into your charging port. You hot glue them in. Well, I hot glued mine in because I don't want to lose it. And then it's got this little weird thing at the back. And then it has a magnetic connect. So you don't have to keep putting the damn thing in and out of the charging port. It helps save your charging port a lot. It works really well. And they're cheap.
Bad shape, I guess. I talked to his brother every once in a while. Oh, he was an alcoholic then, and he's worse now. Yep. Well, you can't help somebody that won't help themselves.
As soon as it comes up, Trump, I'll tell you what the name of the phone is. I'm trying to get into the settings now. This thing is super slow. I mean,
What, mine?
yeah.
Yeah. It's good for videos, and that's about it. Alright, I need some coffee. And then, I gotta go feed my kitties and give them fresh water.
It's the model number's an S10. The CPU is a MT6595 8-core processor with 6 gigs of memory. It's got 128 gigs of RAM in it. Alright, I don't want that part. I want this part. It'll run 2 Sims cards. Hey, spot check. And the weird part is the serial number on it is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 A B C D E F. It's got a 1 terabyte SD card in it. And it looks like this. It's got a really nice camera, but that's about it. Let me go back to Hag's Flower Walk. That's uploading. Hey, Be Real. Good to see ya. Hey, Hag, you want to be in the live chat? I'll give you your phone. Where is the goose egg? The duck egg? Oh, the duck eggs, we just got done peeling them. Be Real.
What do you want?
Hey, Bruce, I did miss you. What's going on? Good to see you. Right here's the chat if you want to type in and
I
be in
can't
chat.
type on that thing.
All right, well, let me shut your thing down here then and let it upload
I
its
can't
thing.
even see that.
Okay. Yeah, we boiled up a dozen of duck eggs. We peeled we peeled up no, we peeled 2 dozen duck eggs, and out of the 2 dozen, 4 of them were malformed and bad. So they're going out as cat food.
They will enjoy it. It's good protein for them.
Here's a bad one, Be Real. There's one bad duck egg. Here's the other part of the duck egg. See how it comes like in 2 pieces and like doesn't have a skin around the yolk. That's what makes them bad. Defective eggs. Wobbs, must have Nightbot blocked. You've got to have. If you can't see Nightbot, you must have him blocked. Because there's no other reason you shouldn't see him. Oh, duck eggs are awesome. They taste way better than chicken eggs. The yolks are a lot more richer on a duck egg. And if you use them for baking, they taste really, really good. You should be able to unblock them. Oh, you got it on the computer, Hag.
Yes, I did. I can't see the phone thing.
Yeah, you can fry. You can do anything with a duck egg you can do with chicken egg, Be Real. I don't, is it higher in protein? Yeah, it is, Be Real. And quail eggs are even higher in protein. I don't, I don't sub to anyone until after the stream because Jenny Jones emails it to me so I can click the link and join it since YouTube hasn't been replaying the live chats. So that's a sorry guys, I'm getting the poison ivy off of my foot now too. I seem to have picked some up on the top of my foot. It usually doesn't bother my feet. Be real, the credit for the use of Nightbot goes to Jenny Jones. She's the mastermind of the Nightbot action. I just come on here and blabber. Jenny Jones does all the work. Hey, John Dow, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm way behind on everything, so I get one or two things sent out, and then it takes me forever to get anything else sent out. Get rid of the shag carpeted ceiling? Okay, Hag. I just smashed and destroyed my other big accounts out of anger. I will also no longer be able to make videos because this phone doesn't give me the option to make not for kids. It's boring at your house, John? Ah, it's boring here too, so don't feel bad. Since YouTube took away Go to Channel, let you have Chrome add-on app. It helps. You can't use the add-on on the phone though. Yeah, exactly. Be real. That's why Jenny found a way around it. It's awesome. It works great. No, Hag, you gotta fucking mark it. It's gotta be marked
Yeah,
for.
but if it doesn't have a place to mark,
You have to do it from a computer, Hag.
oh, gotcha.
You destroyed 43 accounts with 5,000 friends. Damn, bouncer. Johnny can't get the TV to work. Hey, Birdie P, what's happened? What's happening?
Where's my birdie pea?
You're listening to Alabama Rain? Awesome, Wobbly. Yep, Jenny Rock. Without her, well, Bert, I can tell you one thing we're not doing. We're not taping our toilet seat with duct tape. Hey, Bird, you have to make my pies when you come. Or watering my lawn rug with a hose in the middle of a rainstorm. Yep, didn't do that one either, Bird. That was all you. No, Bird, wait till you come down here. I don't want them with that bleached sugar in them. Do you really want to kill me off early?
Yeah, but how long do they take to set? That's the whole thing. It might be a time issue, dude. Although, on the other hand, I don't know how well they'll travel.
Well, your neighbors probably do think you're on drugs. You're out there playing with wrenches and stretcher bars and working on cars and washing rugs in the yard. Yeah, they probably think you're like totally tweaked out. But that's what you get for living in town. Hey, Bird, go to the grocery store and buy a cucumber and stick it out of your zipper and walk around like that. See if the neighbors call the cops for you on you for indecent exposure. See if they call the cops and say that you have your penis sticking out.
In, indecent vegetable exposure.
That would be hilarious. No, on second thought, don't do it because you probably will. You're too much like me. Hey, Mommy Ameni, good to see you. Well, Bird, I can always post them to my YouTube channel. I live in the suburbs type area, but I did live further outside of the thickly populated, and oh my God, big difference. There was a lady who would call and tell me I left my garage door open. Bouncer says, go make coughing noises in your shed and tell the neighbor guy that it was his woman learning to swallow. They're a good neighborhood watch, but they're too nosy. Take your neighbor all the time you go out. When we lived in town Capron, I used to have fun with the neighbors by bringing skunks home and milking them. That used to piss the neighbors off. But when we lived in Capron, I pissed everybody off. I pissed the whole city council off. So, all right, what's going on with this damn phone? I don't know. This phone is having some type of issue. I think the piece of shit shut down during the upload.
Mine?
Yep.
They have. It did make some funny noises.
Oh, it's still uploading, so that's good. Okay, I lost chat. I gotta try to catch up. I tried hard to keep a straight face, but when I started talking about my duct tape toilet, I couldn't help it. Hey, if you can't duck it, fuck it. Okay, I better take a shower. I need to calm down. I just lost over 28 mod accounts on various channels. I don't care if you post to where I was talking about my toilet and showing you my fancy backyard lawn rug that needed to be watered. Road, no joke. My idiot neighbor, ex-cop, old guy, called the police saying my grass was too long. Cop came and laughed, said, what the fuck, I can't make this stuff up.
Yep. That's how nosy people are.
Oh, and my dumb luck, there are 5 cops who live in my neighborhood. That's okay, be real. The person that lived right across the street from me used to watch me take my garbage out at 11 o'clock at night because I was working a second shift. So they'd watch me take my garbage out. And during the day, we lived kitty corner to grade school. These 2 kids came and stole my dogs and rode them to school.
They were just
And some idiot called the police. So there were like 6 cops hanging out in this schoolyard full of children running everywhere with their guns drawn while there's 2 dogs running around all these kids. They were actually going to like shoot the dogs with the kids around. They would have probably shot the kids and never hit the dogs.
No, and them guys probably. It was a mess. But the dogs were loving it, man.
Wob says, I know a girl from this crew who lives in a small Texas town. Her closest 3 neighbors are cops. I actually knew one cool cop when we lived in Capron. He was a K-9 officer. When the county sheriff wanted to let their canine dog out because we were having a huge party. He told her not to let the dog out because her dog would die, and that he would tell everyone that she was warned not to let the dog out. So she finally listened to him and put the dog away.
Yeah, her dog would have got chowed.
There was no way that dog was making it past my dogs.
Not survive. Bandit would have eaten that dog.
Well, he would either had to go through Bandit or Bonehead. He wouldn't have made it through either. Bird, you definitely got to join the American Bulldog channel so we can have fun with all those old football players and stuff. We'll be able to have a riot over there. Hopefully a ton of trolls show up there too. That would be great.
Well, they're already on Facebook.
I'm not talking about the Facebook trolls. I'm talking about the YouTube trolls.
Oh.
Hey, that stuff that I got from Pinner to treat poison ivy, is that thistleweed? Or is it something else?
Jewelweed.
What?
It's called jewelweed, I believe.
See, I knew I was wrong. It isn't thistleweed.
It's
It's
jewelweed.
jewel. Jewel. Jewelweed.
That's what he told me it was made from.
Thing is, the only jerk is the ex-cop who is an old and cranky. The others don't bother anyone. They don't want to work off duty from home. That's cool. Yeah, Bird. I called it VJ9A's American Bulldogs. Vagina's American Bulldogs. VJ9A American Bulldogs. I got to get the subscribers list up so that we can do panels, so. Yes, we have jewelweed. Jewelweed for the poison ivy. That's what it is. Jewelweed. I have corrected myself again. Just like when I made a mistake and said to use lemon to get rid of cataracts on your eyes.
Yeah, I think
That was another big mistake. That was, no, I finally remembered what we used. We used honey. We used raw honey and distilled water.
I don't remember that.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Took me a while to remember, but that's what it was. Oh, Bird, tell Tyler I've been collecting him some parts for a desktop, too. Since I know he's intent on building one. Now let's see what else is going on. July 25th and 26th, the Sexy Zebra is staying overnight somewhere ghost hunting. That's happening too. You already subscribed to the Vaginas? All right. Jewel weed medical uses. Sweet. All right, Wobbs, don't be gone too long. What? Vaginas what? That's the name of my other channel, Be Real. It's VJ, the number 9A, then American Bulldogs. Jenny put the link up earlier. It's my secondary channel that I'm going to talk about American Bulldogs on. Yeah, BJ9A, vagina. I used that as a moniker back when I first started with computers. I used that along with with Rumpelstiltskin. Another guy stole my name, so I had to change from Rumpelstiltskin to the real Rumpelstiltskin, so people wouldn't get me confused with the retard who stole Rumpelstiltskin. When my house burnt down, they nabbed my account because it lapsed.
We got it back though.
I thought you said vaginas. I did say vaginas. Yeah, Kim has over 30 years of dog experience. I've had my whole life, plus I learned from my dad and his brother, my uncle. They had dogs dating back into the early 1900s. So, thanks, John. Yeah, a lot of the books that you read are full of crap too, though. Because, like, if you look at the old story of Romulus and Remus,
On the book. I'm not talking about those kinds of books.
I understand that. I'm not talking to you, Hag. So quit interrupting me. I'm saying if you look at the story of Romulus and Remus, take a good look at that picture. That is not a wolf. Wolves did not wear chainmail. That's clearly a Molliser. It's a Mollisian Mastiff that stood 4 foot tall at the shoulder, weighed 400 pounds, and it wore chainmail armor. It was a dog of war. Take a look at that picture. And then people don't know it, but the breed with the most human blood on its hands is the Pekingese. because the Pekingese was once a 200-pound fighting dog in China before it was bred down for royalty. I have all kinds of crazy dog facts and things for that channel. And there were dogs that were produced strictly to eat. They were bred just like we breed cows. And the number one dog that bites human beings for legitimate reasons, I bet no one can guess what breed of dog that is. It's a very common breed of dog that it's a very of the lime stream. Let's see what we have. Pitbull boxer mix, Shepherd, German Shepherd. Johnny says a golden retriever. Be Real says a German Shepherd and Taco Bell dogs. No, the question is, what breed of dog bites humans more than any other breed legitimately? Not accidentally, not bad bites, but good bites. Protecting their owner, protecting children, doing a job. What breed of dog bites humans the most? Are you staying with your answer of golden retriever, Jenny?
Cocker Spaniel.
Jenny's changed to a beagle. Nope, not a beagle.
Cocker Spaniel.
Be Real says a pit bull. Nope, it is not a pit bull. All right, you guys ready for the answer?
Yes, give them the answer already.
The answer is a Labrador Retriever.
I would have said Cocker Spaniel.
Nope, it's a Labrador Retriever. A lab will bite out of protection and has the most accredited bites in protection situations out of any breeds.
That's in a protection situation.
Yeah, I'm talking about legitimate bites. I'm not talking about dogs that just bite people to bite people.
Okay.
That's a whole different breed there. A Rottweiler? No, Rottweilers are horrible dogs.
I owned a rat. Shot it.
Chow chow. Yeah, John, if you want to eat them. Most Rottweilers make bad bites. They don't make legitimate bites. Note to self, do not get that dog. All dogs hate me. Makes sense. Odds are because people own more Labrador Retrievers than anything else. Yeah, a big population of Labradors are still from working lines. That's another reason. Well, any dog can be raised or have a bad breed and be vicious. That's true to a certain extent, Be Real, but these people who say, oh, it's not a bad dog, it's the way it was raised, that's a good excuse for a bad dog. Because contrary to popular belief, when people fight dogs, they don't train them on little puppies. They don't chain them to car bumpers and beat the shit out of them every day. All of that's just media propaganda. Hey Jen, how you doing? They smell how pissed off you are, Tails? You were thinking of the Cocker Spaniel and couldn't, so you called it the lop-eared dog? Yeah, the Cocker Spaniel is the number one dog that bites for no reason. And that started when they went from a working Flushing breed into the AKC show ring, and they started breeding to a black Cocker Spaniel that had a horrible temperament. It was a grand show champion, but it bit children and did all kinds of other things. And Gentie's in a lot of pain today. Hag hit the wrong key. I hate Cocker Spaniels too. Bird hates Cocker Spaniels too. We all hate Cocker Spaniels. Yeah, my ex-wife had Cocker Spaniels. We actually had one dog that would actually go out and hunt pheasants. One out of four of them worked,
Yeah, they're supposed to be
and
flushing
the other
dogs,
three
aren't they?
were pieces of crap.
They're flushing dogs, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Be real, I'm not a small dog lover either, except for American Tunnel Terriers. That's 12 pounds of grit I would take on my side any day of the week. Spot check news. All dogs are cool with me. It's cats I have an issue with. Me too, spot check. I'm not into cats either. You don't like mastiff large dogs either? I love mastiffs, especially Neapolitan mastiffs. You taking off too, Bird? Peace out, Bird. Mastiff dogs have the largest head you've ever seen. Actually,
Neapolitan.
actually, the Neapolitan Mastiff has the largest head. It's bigger than the Bull Mastiffs or the Mastiffs, and I
That's
can't
just a
pronounce
Hollister.
I can't pronounce the name of the dog, but it's the dog that they use over in Russia.
The Carillion bear dog?
No, the Carillion bear dog is small.
No.
I can't say the name of the dog,
Oh, no.
but it's over
There
a
are a lot
200
of
pound
different
dog.
breeds
They
over
use
there.
them over in prisons in Russia. That dog has a larger head than a Mastiff. You had a Mastiff had its head out of a car window and it scared you? That's just like the dog de Bordeaux. They have huge heads too, but they're nothing to be afraid of. You're going to get a pure white Dogo Argentino
Why?
and a black Neapolitan, name them Yin and Yang. Well, I'll tell you what, spot check. If you do that, you're going to end up with a dead Dogo and a happy Neo because they're not going to get along. You had a Wolf Husky mix? Yeah, that's one mix I want no part of. I seen the lady who created that up in Wisconsin. She had a whole bunch of those things. They were creepy. I've had both with pit bulls and king boxers before. Okay. I would question the pit bulls you had,
I would question the box.
and I would question the boxers because I know people with working boxers and I know people who still have game bred pit bulls and they don't get along. You think you found the dog? I can't check any links while I'm in chat. Be real. Stephanie Lundland has been doing research on your cat Marshmallow. Apparently she's rare. Yeah, I have no knowledge of cats, mommy. None. If I was going to breed dogs again, I would think I would go and I would recreate the Doquin de Bordeaux that's gone extinct. But I don't think I have enough time left on Earth to make it work, so I would have to turn it over to Kim to finish it up. Hey, Lady Di, good to see you. Her breed originated out of Thailand and has only been in the U.S. since 2009. The Dog de Bordeaux. The Dog de Bordeaux is the larger breed. There's a mid-sized breed that went extinct. It's called the Doquin, Doquin de Bordeaux.
That's what you need
That's
to
the one
recreate.
that I want to recreate. Is the Doquin, not the dog. I seen when Pete Curley first imported
It would just take us too long.
when Pete Curley first imported the Dog de Bordeaux over here into the U.S. He's the one who got those dogs into the Turner and Hooch movies.
Yeah, which immediately throws a dog into a
You've had
tailspin.
pit bulls for over 20 years. You have 2 pits and a king boxer times pit bull now. A friend has 3 pits and 3 neos in his pack now, and they are all one big family. All right, spot check. I'd love to know the pedigree of those pit bulls and their weight. I'd love to know if they're game bred dogs down from like Tudor or Ed Farron or Mountain Man or Floyd Boudreau or any
Did
of
the Animal Welfare Act put into play?
the Animal Welfare Act didn't come into play until 1976.
Thank you.
But I would be very curious as to the lineage of those dogs. Another has a Neo, a Chihuahua, and a Pit, and they're fine. Yeah, pits don't usually bother smaller dogs that aren't a threat, but a game bred dog and a working Neo definitely don't get along. The dog's called a Caucasian Shepherd. Yeah, that's the name of it. I just couldn't pronounce it. They're called K-O-M-N-E. The breed Marshmallow is. They're always white with a blue and greenish golden eye. Cool, mommy. Yeah, like I said, I have no knowledge of cats at all. Well, I can tell what a Siamese cat is. That's about it. I know absolutely nothing about bulldog pedigrees, but I know German Shepherd history and pedigrees well. Yeah, I pretty much know everything about bulldogs dating back to the Lion in the Tower of London in Warwick, the history of the Molliser breeds, how all the different breeds came about, what dogs were bred to what to create different breeds of dogs, which are actually different species. Um, I know about hounds, rare breeds, common breeds. I spent way too much time in the dog world. You've got a blue pit, and he's a big baby, and he's scared of the cats. That's because, in all honesty, Mommy, there is no such thing as a blue pit bull. Yeah, a dog trainer friend of mine worked one of those. It was like called an Ochukva or something like that. Yeah, I saw that video, Mommy, of the of the cat in the box. But I guarantee you, the American Bulldog channel, will be highly controversial. You'll get to see a bunch of grown men cry. You'll get to see some of the people that they call like ambassadors of the breed curl up and melt because they won't be able to answer the questions put forth to them. It'll be a fun time. Lady Di, did your mail come yet? I actually just remembered something about 5 minutes ago. I forgot to tell Hag to put pair of scissors in there, egg scissors in there for you. You used to watch the dog shows for fun. I used to go to dog shows and judge. I was known as the barefoot judge, and that finally got to me. I uh, I judged a dog that was put. He had won the last show he was at. He won the show. He won best of breed, and he was up to get his show championship. And when I judged him, I found out the dog only had one nut. He was monorchid, so I disqualified him. So his papers got pulled, and he was all pissed off because he had a whole truckload full of puppies to sell. Okay, your mail doesn't come till after 2. That's cool. But I just remembered that I screwed up and I did not tell Hag to send you a set of quail scissors to open the eggs with. So you'll have to break them open by hand, which is a real pain in the ass. Just another one of my stupid mistakes that I pull off. Okay, it's 12:06 now. It's almost 2 o'clock here, Lady Di. I think once Hag's video gets uploaded, I'm gonna go ahead and kill this stream. I think I'm gonna finally motivate myself into going to town and picking up the crap I need to pick up. I need to get some electrolytes for the goats. I need to go get some feed for the birds. I need to go to the cigarette store and get some rolling supplies so I can start rolling my own smokes again. Yeah, be real. I know quite a bit about canines and different breeds. My main focus was on working dogs and rare breeds, but I pretty much know about a bunch of crap. So, well, if you don't have a cutter, Lady Di, the only reason I use a cutter is because when I cut the top part off, then I can just drink it like a shot because I eat mine raw. But otherwise, you can just crack it open and you can cook it along with chicken eggs or you can cook it by itself.
Or you can eat them raw.
Right. But you only need one quail egg a day in order to get your minerals and vitamins that you need. I mean, you don't need to eat like six of them because if you eat just quail eggs, you'd have to eat a whole dozen. I know quite a few different breeders. I know breeders overseas that breed the Doquin, the the Dog de Bordeaux. I know people overseas that breed Warbles, Cane Corsos, Presa Canarios, German Shepherds out of Russia, out of Czechoslovakia. So my dog has been ill, but found out she's positive for Lyme. But they say they don't always treat. They did a platelet count, and hers are great. What's your email? Would appreciate your input. Type exclamation point email, and you'll have my email.
We use a preventative every year.
Yep. Yeah. Are you allergic to chicken eggs, Lady Di? If you're allergic to chicken eggs, you might be allergic to quail eggs. I'm not sure. I know that people who are allergic to chicken eggs are not allergic to duck eggs,
I don't know. You can always test it out with a teeny little bite. See what happens.
right?
You know, don't go hog wild.
And worst case scenario, if you can't eat them, you can always give one to your dog a day. They're good for dogs too. Rosie loves quail eggs, and it's really good for their health. So if you can't eat it, you can always feed it to Snowball. Hey, Belle, good to see ya. Chicken egg yolk only? Yeah, you'll have to try the quail egg. You might be allergic to the quail egg then too. Hey, Belle, did you hear that our grand prize is going to be sexy time with QT?
I will have.
Don't waste your money on the books on Amazon because I can give you the same information for free. And the one book out there called The American Bulldog by Dave Putnam, never buy that book because he wrote about me in that book and he never once spoke to me. He actually talked to a guy I sold a dog to. to get his information about me to put in a book, which I thought was kind of a slimy thing to do. How do you write about someone when you don't even talk to them? It's pretty bogus. Oh, when you give it to the dog lady, Di, you can either give it to her raw or you can cook it. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's whatever you feel like doing. I feed him to Rosie raw because I'm lazy. And raw, you don't cook any of the nutrition out of it. Do I have any videos? Be real, when my house burnt down, I had all my videos outside in boxes, and I probably have, what? Do we have 4 or 5 boxes probably full of VHS tape?
Bon had them in his attic, and Drew might have them now. I have no idea.
What I'm saying is we probably have 4 or 5 boxes of them, so.
Oh, at least. At
but,
one point in time, we were going to take a bunch of stills, and we were also going to convert a lot of them over to DVD.
Right.
We never got the opportunity. We were so busy. We had a factory put together. We had jobs.
I'm sure there's a lot of videos out that other people had from when I was judging in the shows. I judged for NKC and I also judged for the NABA. Those were the 2 registries I got involved with. I didn't care for the AKC. I didn't care for the ADBA. I didn't care for the UKC. There were a lot of registries I didn't agree with. Road, do you got to wear a mask when shopping? No, John, I will not wear a mask. I have not worn a mask, and I will not wear a mask. I refuse to wear a mask. And they cannot force me to wear a mask. I will tell them because I have a medical condition, I cannot wear the mask. And they are not entitled to getting that information because of HIPAA, and the American Disabilities Act does not require me to put forth any of that information. You're giving your dog consequent glucosamine magnesium supplement, and now she is on prescribed anti-inflammatories. Oh, great. So now you're going to start having kidney, liver, and thyroid disorders and problems with that. Pretty soon you'll be shooting it full of insulin. Your dog will suffer and die. What a beautiful veterinarian you have. Actually, if it was me, I'd go the second route. The CBDs you're looking into, I'd be going with CDBs, and I'd bump the... Well, how can I say this without getting myself in trouble? I'm not giving medical advice nor veterinarian advice. What I'm doing is telling you what I would do in that situation. If I was in that situation, I would be using CBDs, and I would also increase the protein ratio up to at least 42% using whey along with my Hayden fish meal. That's what I would be doing, but that's me. When I was breeding dogs, I really had it good because I had an old-time vet, and when we did the x-rays, we would x-ray for chronic hip dysplasia, front elbows, elbow dysplasia, weak pasterns, and we did full blood work panels, and
Ultrasounds for the
we would
organs.
look at it right there in the veterinarian office. We didn't send shit out to OFA or Penn Hip or any of that.
That was up to the owners if
And
they wanted to do it.
if you look in the pedigrees, if you look up a bunch of my dogs, you'll see there are some of the very few where it says OFA excellent hips, OFA excellent, you know, for have no entropia or ectropia, and you'll see all that crap. Since my dad and his brother owned a huge yard of pit bull terriers, they used a German Shepherd to keep the pit bulls safe because all the pit bulls they had in their yard, not a single one would bite a human. And we always had a veterinarian kit around. There was always a kit that had internal sutures, external sutures, and then later came staple guns, and it would have a bag of Ringer's lactose in it, lactate, whatever. So you'd learn how to bag the dog. You learned how to take care of injuries.
Yeah, I learned all
I
that
mean,
on the dairy farm.
you had to learn everything in order, to actually be a breeder because no matter what people say, yard fights do happen. And you can't get them apart with a hose or a stick or anything else. You actually need a breaking stick to open their mouth and release the bite if you want to break up two pit dogs that are fighting. Um, yeah, I don't know. I've known a guy who's been involved with CBDs since 1978. He's been working with CBDs and doses in all different types of animals and human beings and everything else. So I don't think it's quite as critical as people think it is. Yeah, lameness can also be a side effect of the medicine that she's on. I believe, if I remember correctly, that's one of the side effects where it affects the nerve, and it can cause short-term lameness. But I could be wrong too. My memory is nowhere near as good as it used to be. She wasn't on the supplement when the problems began? Okay. Well, then it can't be from that. Trust me, be real. I'm not right all the time. I only started it 2 weekends ago. Actually, the last thing I treated our old English bulldoggy with was apple cider vinegar pills.
For a bladder infection.
Yep.
Works like a charm. She's just getting old though. She's starting to leak a little. It happens. She's very, very old.
Yeah, unfortunately, before too long, I'll be putting her down
You know we're gonna have?
so she doesn't have to suffer for just to make me happy.
Yep.
I won't put her through that.
Nope. It never hurts any less either, you know? But it is what it is and it's best for them.
Well, when you've owned as many dogs as we've owned,
You know?
you learn not to be selfish.
No, I'm not keeping a dog alive because I can't let it go.
Exactly.
I need to learn, or I have learned, that when it's time to let go, you let go because you love the dog that much. You don't want it to be in pain. You don't want it to suffer. Therefore, you give it that peace and pain-free.
Here we go. We make Rosie a little.
And it hurts. It hurts badly every single time.
Here's a little pill for Rosie today,
Do it.
so she can have her apple cider vinegar.
Read, dude.
Read?
Read.
Give me a second. Oh, I can't bear to think if that rode my first dog, but I realize it's inevitable. I want her to live longer. Yep, I wanted a lot of my dogs to live longer, but I also realized that wanting them to live longer was no more than human selfish on my part and my inability to let them travel into the night. So, spending thousands of dollars keeping a dog alive that's unable to tell me how much pain it's in brought me to the clear realization that it was not a good idea. Come here, Rose.
The right thing to
Rosie.
do is
Rosie.
love it enough to say goodbye.
Come on. Come on, Rose. Come on. Let's go, Betty. Come on, you old woman. There you go. There's your pill for today. Apple cider vinegar. Your last visit with meds, blood work, and grooming was very reasonable. Yeah, that's not bad. But she was ill a few years ago. That cost $700. Yeah, I've seen people spend in upwards of fucking 20 grand doing chemotherapy on a dog to make it live 7 months. They drug its life out for 7 months, and the dog was totally horrible. And to me, that was just craziness. When you started your flower walk, Hag, did you start out by the tractor?
No.
Well, you have to tell me which one of these things you did, because I don't know. I can't upload it unless you tell me.
You said it was 12 minutes or some kind of shit. I don't fucking know. It should have been longer than that. I started out.
Well, there's 4 things to pick from. Look where you started.
I started with my fucking patch of flowers, yellow flowers over here.
Look, these are the ones that are in here.
I don't fucking know. I started out over here by the fucking yellow flowers. By my squash patch. That's where I started. I walked over to the squash patch. That's what I did first. Okay. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, whatever it may be by you.
Is that it?
Yeah. We are going to take a little flower walk today. Wait. The first thing we're going to come upon is that's one. All of my squash that like to grow. Okay, we're going to go on a very short flower walk today. Okay, good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, whatever it may be by you. We are.
All right, take care. Be real. Have a good day. I'm trying to get the flower walk to go up. Jenny. So I'm going to kind of leave it in your hands for a minute. As always. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. I don't know, but we'll see. All right, let me do a quick time check. It's 2:30. If I hurry my ass up, I can probably make it, get all my supplies, and get back here in time for chores.
I just jumped out because I got shit I gotta do.
And Hag's getting ready to go start on her chores, so
I have to go.
I'm going to have her get me ready before that. So I'm going to end the stream. I'll probably kick it back on later today, either for chores or after chores, one of the two.
Yep.
Hopefully we will.
Yep.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
Yes. Have a lovely afternoon.
Take care, and we shall be back to make you bored once again. Peace out, everyone. We're out.